One of the biggest reasons why The Office became such a beloved sitcom is its hilarious portrayal of terrible management. At the center of this chaos is Michael Scott, the regional manager of Dunder Mifflin's Scranton branch. While Michael genuinely cares about his employees, his desperate need to be liked often leads to some of the most awkward and ridiculous situations imaginable. Throughout the series, viewers watch him blur the line between being a boss and trying to be everyone's best friend, creating endless comedy in the process. Entrepreneur Plus One. The video management being the worst highlights some of the funniest examples of leadership failures inside the office. Instead of solving problems, management often becomes the biggest source of them. Whether it's unnecessary meetings, bizarre motivational speeches, or completely inappropriate workplace games, the employees spend as much time surviving their boss as they do selling paper. Michael Scott believes that a good manager should be loved by everyone. Unfortunately, his methods are completely backwards. He constantly interrupts work to organize pointless events that nobody asked for. Sometimes it's an office party, sometimes it's an awards ceremony, and sometimes it's an emergency meeting over something incredibly small. His employees know that these interruptions are inevitable, and many of them simply accept that productivity will always take a back seat to Michael's latest idea. Jim Halpert often serves as the audience's perspective. Watching the madness unfold with a simple look toward the documentary camera, Jim understands how ridiculous the office has become. Instead of confronting Michael directly, he usually deals with the chaos through sarcasm and practical jokes, especially those aimed at Dwight Schrute. Dwight, on the other hand, takes management far too seriously. As assistant to the regional manager, he blindly follows Michael's every command, no matter how absurd. Dwight believes rules are sacred, authority should never be questioned, and discipline solves every problem. One memorable aspect of the compilation is how corporate management is often just as incompetent as the local office. Executives make strange decisions that confuse employees rather than help them. Policies change without explanation, restructuring happens for no clear reason, and workers are left trying to understand what is happening. The disconnect between upper management and ordinary employees becomes one of the show's recurring jokes. The office meetings themselves are a perfect example of poor leadership. Michael frequently calls everyone together for announcements that could have been simple emails. Employees are forced to sit through long speeches filled with awkward jokes, random stories, and motivational quotes that rarely make sense. By the time the meeting ends, everyone has wasted valuable work hours without accomplishing anything. Another recurring theme is Michael's inability to handle sensitive situations professionally. Diversity training, conflict resolution, workplace relationships, and disciplinary actions all become disasters under his supervision. Instead of listening to experts or following company guidelines, Michael tries to solve everything himself, usually making the problem much worse. His overconfidence often clashes with his complete lack of awareness, creating some of the funniest moments in the series. Entrepreneur. The employees each have their own way of coping with bad management. Pam Beasley usually stays calm and quietly watches the chaos unfold. Stanley Hudson openly shows his boredom and frustration, wishing only to finish his work and go home. Kevin Malone barely understands what's happening but somehow survives every crisis. Oscar Martinez tries to bring logic into conversations, though his intelligence often goes ignored. Meanwhile, Angela Martin insists on strict rules and organization, making her personality clash with Michael's unpredictable leadership style. Creed Bratton seems completely disconnected from reality, some